Hello Aries, I'm Empress Rose and I'm here to do another reading for you. So these are very general readings and may not apply to you or your situation personally. I am available for personal readings. Just contact me through my email listed here. So also these cards are all very thoroughly pre-shuffled and prayed over and prepared. So let's get going on our reading. Okay, we need a message for Aries. Message for Aries. Okay. Oh. This is the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck, and it's been a little overly talkative today. So, but it only gave me 3 right now. So, okay. So we have a change of seasons. We have the situation around you is very unsettled and changing very quickly. We have both spring and fall represented here. And here we're just standing very peacefully, sort of watching it change around us. A little bit like Cinderella being changed and transformed by by her fairy godmother. So we're just standing here and life is changing around us. We don't need to be doing anything. There's just a lot of change going on in our environment. And then we have 2 cards related to keys and unlocking something, so opening something. So we have keys and trees. And so this is an elephant who is up in a tower. And he's not on the ground. He has a very bizarre view of his world suddenly. He can see everywhere, but he does not belong here. And he has reached out and he can reach all of these keys around him. And if this isn't the right key to get him back down to the ground, get him grounded again, there are other options. So there's lots of options. And he's working through them, trying to get down to the ground where he belongs on the ground. So maybe what's going on here is a little bit of this unsettled energy has you a little ungrounded and a little up in your mind, up in your head. But you are finding the key to get you back to the ground so the world can continue changing around you without you getting way too up in your head about it. Here we have another card of keys and elevation. So she too has a bird's eye view of her whole world around her. Her forest and fields are way below her. So she's in a very elevated position here up on a stool. Again, though, we have this calmness. So there is a new view of the world. She's bigger than the moon and she's unlocking this emotional situation. And she, again, has plenty of keys. She's got 5 keys here. And she is going to be unlocking this deep emotional situation. There's a serenity within her. So in both of these cards, we have a serenity. You know, and maybe this elephant isn't like panicking up in his head. He's just methodically going through the keys to unlock his situation and get back where he belongs. So we have a lot of change going around you. The world around you is completely changing and transforming. We have an elevated position, a bird's eye view. But it's not everything. It's not everything you need. You need this emotional situation to be unlocked. And so that you can come down to the ground. There's a sweetness here. There's an innocence. Look at how she's looking down at the ground. She's not scared of where she is. She's assessing this whole situation. Did she lock her emotions in that moon? She's holding on to it. She's resting on it. I think what we have here is a lot of confidence that the situation will be unlocked, that you are opening something, you are unlocking something, and you are not in a hurry. There's no panic, no hurry. There's a confidence that you do have the key. There's a confidence that you're comfortable where you are. You're in an unusual situation and you're comfortable. You know you're not going to stay there. And you're going to calmly, there's a calmness here. I feel it. Do you feel it? This whole world is in chaos. And you're in an unusual situation. And you're calmly going to right it. You're not panicked. There's a sense of you knowing exactly what needs to happen and what you need to do, and waiting for the right time to do it while everything is in chaos. Let's move to the body of the reading with this like calmness I just got from these cards. Okay. I don't take jumpers, but I'm going to just look at these, glance at them. You have 7 of Wands and 1 of Wands. So these are both cards of rapid growth. And one of them is towards the beginning of the rapid growth, a new idea. And maybe that's what this is, this new idea that you're unlocking. And the seed is cracking open and is going to start heading towards the light. So this seed's going up. These guys need to go down. This seed's going up, but still, there's a journey, there's a vertical journey happening here. And this is the beginning of it. And this is, again, we have these high trees here. We have this burst of growth out of darkness. So all of this is this cracking open of these seeds and this unlocking of a situation that's allowing for growth and for you to find the right place where you belong in this sort of chaotic situation. All right. This is your past. This is your present. This is your internal landscape. This internal landscape is the death transformation card. So we're working on a birth. We have this, what's blocking you. We have your external landscape, what you need to do. Okay, and where you're going. Okay, so in your recent past, you have the Strength card. This is a wrestling of inner demons. We have like the wrestler there, and it's a wrestling of demons, maybe inner demons or maybe a situation around you, but getting your emotions under control. So maybe there was this chaos around you, and you were in the chaos, but you have done some serious wrestling, some serious inner work, some pulling something, a monster, a chaotic energy, and getting it under control, and using your incredible strength to get this monster to heal, to be under control. And maybe that was this locking away of these emotions in this moon, and this chaotic situation around you. So that's in your recent past. Your current thing is the Queen of Pentacles. This is heading up to your harvest. This is your apple tree. You are ready to take what's yours. You are heading up. This is so funny because these cards from the Santa Muerte deck have this going up vertical vibe, going up elevation. And these ones have this like elevation as well. I mean, she's way above the whole village here. She's tall, she's huge. And this elephant is up here too. So it looks like maybe you've been put into a situation, or you are coming into a situation where you are going to be quite elevated. There's a real vertical vibe to this. Most of the time in the last couple readings, there's been this horizontal growth vibe. And both of these just have this absolute vertical situation. You are like an elevator going up to a height. And this is this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is what's going on right now, is you're heading up. You're heading up to the treetops. You are going vertical. And you have this internal landscape of the Santa Muerte. So within you this is the Death card, and this is the namesake of the whole deck, the Book of the Dead deck. Santa Muerte. This is harvesting and giving birth. This is the death and new life, the end of something, necessitating, by definition, the beginning of something else. This is a holy, divinely timed, complete. This is the mother of all transformation cards. This is going from this is death, this is rebirth, this is this massive change, and this is what's going on inside you, is the mother of all transformations. So it's very passionate. Your inner demon is reduced to this tiny little rodent, from this big thing, this big unwieldy thing, to this tiny little rodent here at your feet, in a situation of submission, almost a pet now. This giant roiling monster is now your little pet, and sits quietly at your feet in your nursery. And so you're looking at this cradle. It's expectation. There's an internal moment of expectation where you can see it coming. You can see there's this light coming from behind you. Your cradle is empty, but your belly is full, and you know that there's this transition that is going to bring this this new thing within you out into the world. And that's what you're experiencing. What could be blocking the situation? So I have two readings of this card. What could be blocking the situation could be some toxic emotional energy around you. So normally the Queen of Cups, she's giving her heart. She's she has her heart, and she's ready to give of her emotions. I don't see a lot of giving in here. I see a lot of personal growth. But this could also be, because it's in your blocking situation, it can be some toxic energy or some inability to give what you want to give, something that's holding you back from giving an emotional connection. Or it could be some toxic emotional energy that surrounds you, or even a toxic female figure around you that's blocking the situation. If anything could be said could possibly block the situation, could be keeping the locks locked. What's going on around you in your environment? This is the Hierophant. This is a deeply spiritual card. Lots of life, lots of growth, a very protected space. You're in a very protected space right now of a lot of growth and seeking messages. You're listening, you're deeply listening to some messages from your ancestors, it's a deeply spiritual card of a solid, thick spiritual connection, messages. There's a situation around you. You're listening for messages. You're listening to hear the wisdom around you. So you're in a situation. You might be in a church, a sanctuary. There's a safe place that particularly allows for growth, even though there's a night around you. So there's a night around you, but you have an inner light, or a light that surrounds you. So there's sort of like this night around you. And then also around you is this protected space of growth and messages and spirituality. And so around you, within this chaotic energy that's going on outside, around you is a light and a sanctuary and a safety. So that's in your environment. You are safe. Your to-do list is sort of to wait. And that is the energy I'm getting here. She is waiting, right? She's waiting to unlock this vertical growth. So this is just allowing the passage of time. TikTok, it can be a little tedious, especially for this person who is doing this vertical transformation. So, but it's a little bit of a tedious TikTok energy that you're in, and you need to stay there. You need to allow time to do its thing. So this is a waiting period. You've done what you can do. You've got your keys. This is, again, this waiting period. And I feel like this clock and this moon have this similar type energy here. This, the similar round face of time. And this is the same thing here, the same vibe here. She's just sitting there in her stillness, in her calmness, while the world changes wildly, rapidly around you. So you are in a sanctuary while a storm rages. You are to wait and let time do its thing. And in your future, you have this Two of Pentacles. Now, normally this is this juggling energy, but it's bound. So there are... this is a situation is being transformed to be more balanced. This is a meeting of the minds, a bartering of a situation, bargaining, figuring out how we're going to come into balance. This can be like a couple that's cocooned together and then has transformed to be one, to become one thing. So this can be, there's money being exchanged, there's a discussion happening. So this is in your future. This is a place you're going, is where negotiations are going to need to happen. You're going to need to negotiate a situation, and it will be successful. You will come to see eye to eye. So this is a lot of times what I love about this deck is it only references the conflict. It doesn't focus on it, but it focuses on where you're going. So where you are going is this seeing eye to eye, this uniting of two ideas, this uniting of two parts, this transformation of two different things coming together and negotiating their way to a peaceful place. So that's in your future, but your to-do list is basically to hang out, wait, let this storm blow itself out, and then you'll be able to move forward and to transform a situation from a difficult juggling act to a completed union. So anyway, good luck on all of this. Thank you for watching, and if you could like, subscribe, and comment, and that helps the little the algorithm, helps other people find my channel and find these messages too. And I hope that this message was helpful, and thank you so much for checking in.